Just another day in the life. I moved to New York 2 years ago with no job, no plan, and $500 in my bank account. My first week in Manhattan, I moved into a 9-foot by 9-foot sublet in Harlem with a small window overlooking a dark alleyway. I got a part-time job at a restaurant as a busboy where I'd work 9-hour shifts with no break. It was miserable, it was exhausting, and it certainly wasn't fun, but to me it was an absolute fairy tale. Even today, people still ask me, Mitch, how do you stay so positive? Mitch, why are you so happy right now? Because it doesn't matter how successful you get or how close to your goals you get, there's always going to be the rudimentary and mundane aspects of your life that you don't want to do. Because at the end of the day, that's all we really want, right? To be happy. Once I get here, then I'll be happy. Once I do this, then I'll be happy. Wrong. Happiness isn't a destination to arrive at, but it's a foundation to start from. Regardless of your career, your paycheck, or your current circumstances. The bottom line is, if you're happy to be alive, you're going to be happy about everything else. That's an obvious oversimplification, but it's still the truth. I wasn't happy working as a busboy and paying way too much for an apartment the size of a tanning bed, but those circumstances are entirely irrelevant to my happiness. My current circumstances aren't my cake. My cake is my life. My cake is the fact that I woke up this morning with air in my lungs and a day full of unlimited possibilities and opportunities. That's my cake, and that's what I start with. And I get to choose what I do with that. This was the size of my first apartment living in New York City. 9 feet by 9 feet. Basically a closet. Barely enough room to put a bed, let alone store anything else. This was a 9-foot by 9-foot decision. A decision to either let this be a grave for my dreams to die, or a garden for my dreams to grow. What's your foundation? What's your starting point? We've all heard the phrase, there's always a silver lining. But for me, it's not about sugarcoating a bad situation. Because that's not a silver lining. That is a crap sandwich. Because even at the most basic and rudimentary level, your day-to-day life is a remarkable event. So if that's your starting point, if that's your worst case scenario, then it only gets better from there. When you make gratitude your starting perspective, then everything else is just icing on the cake. When your foundation is happiness, then suddenly money, goals, career choices, those are all just a cherry on top. Because life isn't an undercooked meal to cover in cheap hot sauce. No, life is a big slice of cake, and only you get to choose the frosting.